particular project has a lot of focus areas, agri, energy, education, then other than a lot of emerging technologies related and skill development related. Every area we are ready to support in terms of mentoring, in terms of funding, wherever possible, and all the infrastructure related. We have incubation spaces as well, and all our stakeholders are ready to come and contribute, and we are ready to take off today, and it is a good day for us, or D-Day I should say, for Pondicherry University. And with this note I welcome you, sir, and as a mark of respect and a token of gratitude, you would like to...
Good morning, Melinda. It gives me immense pleasure to take part in this momentous occasion. This is our long-felt dream of School of Management, especially, though it is an initiative of Pondicherry University, but more stake is being held by the School of Management students, and then followed by the Science Department students, and that's how we have to make it as a reality. Most respected Vice Chancellor of this great institution, and the coordinator of this PUSH Step Up Hub, and Shiva Shankar and others. So really, I feel happy to take part in this momentous occasion to inaugurate and revive the functioning of this PUSH. That way, it will come into limelight not only at the national level but also at the international level. Though we are giving great start, it should be the latest start. It should be the latest start, and every one of us should take an oath on this occasion to pull many startup companies. Many startup companies to our incubators, and the incubators. Right now, a number of incubators are there in our campus. Potential incubators are there. We have to identify them, motivate them, and give them positioning, properly positioning them in the startup hub. That way, it will flourish like anything. I have visited many universities, especially most of them. Is it because of ownership of the university or not? I don't know. But again, when you say ownership, the IIT is flourishing well. In private sector, many universities are having wonderful incubation center, having 40, 50, 60 startup units. Lot of units are incubating units are there, and many of them are successfully completing their incubation period and getting to exit stage, and they have started full-fledged companies also. So in that way, due to one or other reason, takeoff is getting delayed. But now, with the advent and support of our new Vice Chancellor, Professor Prakash Babu, this event will be again the second hallmark event of our university, next to Differential Convention Center, which is one of the breakthrough initiatives we have opened up after a lot of hurdle of 10 years, 10 or 12 years.
Yes.
Similarly, the similar problem it has. Yes. This center has also. Because I am strongly involving in this entrepreneurship and startup culture, even pursuing research also on startup units and assessing the efficiency of incubation center and all. We are working on that. And last 20-30 years, I am working on fully on entrepreneurship area. Entrepreneurship and industrial promotion area. So from that perspective, this PUSH Step Up, even the step you might have heard about, that's an expansion, that's an step is also acronym, Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Park. Even I am telling 30 years backstory. I used to associate with the Trichy NIT, Trichy NIT, and there we take our students to see all the units, ancillary units and the main industry with the BHL and all. So at that time itself we had a concept of a state and all. Now after 20-30 years, this startup culture has improved, and the Government of India is creating a wonderful startup ecosystem. And through Atal Community Innovation Center, we are very particular that the higher education institutions should promote the concept of entrepreneurship and innovation. Innovate or perish is the mantra. We have to work on that. And again, innovation is the gateway for growth. Otherwise, we will be outdated. So, for all this could be materialized in terms of bringing the business ideas into reality. So, bringing the business idea into reality is not an easy task. It's not a cakewalk. We have to undergo a kind of firewalk. So, it needs a lot of convictions, commitments, dedication. Then only we will be able to establish a center and see that this startup unit hub, this PUSH hub will be able to thrive well, and it will be a model incubation center across the country, especially among the central universities. So we have to aim for it and bring all the best features of this center and try to impart, for which support of stakeholders is very much necessary, especially the teachers. Teachers are the having a direct contact with the students. So who are having critical thinking, who are having entrepreneurial potentials. So entrepreneurial aptitude, you have to identify them and encourage them to get into incubator. And thereby, once when you are putting them in the incubator as an incubating for 2-3 years, they will be able to conceive an idea, develop it in a proper perspective, and test the feasibility and viability of it, and then they will come out with the free enterprises. So they can raise in crores. As long as the incubator is concerned, they can set up a company as a startup, as a Section 8 company, and then they can start up their own full-fledged company by means of raising share capital and all. So a lot of potentials are there that we have to capitalize, for which this incubation center will act as a catalyst. To identify the talents, especially the innovation and risk-taking ability. These are the two eyes of a modern day youth, especially for teachers also. So we have to have a kind of entrepreneurial orientation as well as the risk-taking ability as well as innovation. So these are the two eyes, two key qualities of an entrepreneur, and that every one of us should have. Again, entrepreneur is not restricted to only businessmen or traders or manufacturers. It lies on every activity today. So that is why I used to tell entrepreneurship empowers everyone. Entrepreneurship empowers everyone. Fortunately, we are also in a way having entrepreneurial attitude. When VCs are also having an entrepreneurial attitude, I proudly call them as intrapreneurs. So by having the entrepreneurial quality for an institution, when we work, we are all called intrapreneurs. And when you are with that spirit, when you are working for some social cause, we are called extrapreneurs. So entrepreneur, intrapreneur and extrapreneur. All the three things are very much needed. Especially government sector like Pondicherry University, we need more academicians as well as even non-teaching executives have an entrepreneurial orientation. That spirit should reflect in their activities, in their performance, in their capability, in their capacity, in their competency. Then it reflects, definitely our organization, our institution will be the #1 at the national and international level. So with this piece of information, once again I extend my hearty congratulations to the PUSH Center, and this center need a lot of push factor as well as pull factor. Push factor and pull factor. So we have to do, I will tell you half a dozen push factor and half a dozen pull factor after some time in another meeting. So we have to work on that. Thereby, definitely the center will get the right takeoff and it will fly to a greater height by means of developing lot of young entrepreneurs. So with that orientation, when we are involving ourselves and extending our full support, definitely this PUSH setup hub will be a flourishing one. Thank you, Ananda.
The coordinator of this PUSH, Professor Charabati, Dean, Professor Natarajan, Head of Chemistry, Professor Shivshankar, Head of Examinations and other colleagues, deans and heads and faculty, class and students, and media people and PRO. These are the people actually along with me everywhere. We people may change, but they are the permanent ones along. So it's my great honor to be here. As Professor Natarajan indicated, that the convention center, and this is the other one. And these are all the visible ones. There are several invisible things also there. So when I keep talking to some of my friends about some of the issues to be resolved, they keep asking me, wherever you go, why all these issues are only for you? Because I said, I do the crisis management, maybe management program you will teach, right? That's why issues are coming. So without issues, there is no life, right? So we should have. Even this PUSH also, I think I congratulate the Professor Charabati and also Professor Hanna, and also the team that they have been working from 2019 onwards. So one day it should come as a reality. That reality is today. So when I joined, she came to me. Then I was inquiring about the startup culture here. Because in the University of Hyderabad we have a big building. One top floor is completely bioreactor, and we have the around 60 companies are incubating. And there are several incubators. Some are our students only, some are from outside, some are faculty. They have the culture. Then she said, we don't have, but there is a small building we have and we are trying to do that. And I said, let's go and see. That's why I came here and I saw that. So anything that we have to, this should be, for every startup, we should start something else. So this is the day that I told her, actually I will be, as Professor Natarajan said, that I will be restless. normally I am a taskmaster. If something, if I wanted to do, if that is not done, I feel unhappy actually. So that's how I say. Whenever somebody comes to me, then when they say that's what I wanted to do, you do it and let me report me back. Because otherwise there is no meaning at all unless it is being executed. It should not be on the paper only. That's what when I said, I told her that let's go ahead. So then said board of directors, etc. Meeting was not done. Call for a meeting, we had a meeting. So then today has come. So let me start with a small story. It's a movie on surgical strike. I think 2 years back when the terrorists attacked across the border, there was surgical strike. There was a beautiful movie on that. I don't know how many of you have seen that. Students, you must have seen. No? That surgical strike, before going there, they are planning how to go inside the POT. So they have to go inside without noticing them, and they have to go precisely strike the camps and come back. So somebody has to go and find out. If we send something like, see, flight can go and war flight and they can map and come back, but people will know that one. So when they are searching, they went to the one place where it is actually IAF people are there, and some company they went to that DRDO company, and they are checking what kind of weapons that we have to take and how to go and all. It's part of movie because it is not, that's the same thing, but they don't say that, no? It's only mimicking. Then they wanted to, the person who was given a task, highest brigadier, was in the doubt how to get the information where they are and how many are there and how they are hideouts, what weapons they were having. So when he is moving around that building, and that in charge of that building, director of that building, so he showed every place. And while moving, one fellow was sitting, one boy, maybe of the same age group, and he was playing. He made his own small bird, and he is playing remotely. That bird is going up and coming back. When they saw that director came and scolded him that the visitor has come, that what are you doing nonsense and all. Then that visitor said, stop him, ask that boy to come along with that. They went to the ground and said, we'll play that bird. So they played. Then he got an idea, we'll send a bird into the POK with a camera. So that's how they planned. So that bird went into each window, it went and mapped that one, who are the people inside. So these are all a boy who is actually doing internship. He made such a kind of thing. So that made a remarkable change in the war. It's one-sided completely. One-sided, went and precisely wiped out and come out. So this is how the young minds are actually the place in the university system. We have the young minds with the brilliant ideas, and people may not realize and recognize it, but that is one of the things. So when the university system, we should have a startup culture, and saying that normally when in the class, when we go and teach, nowadays classes are becoming very easy, right? Because whatever they teach students, they will write, they don't ask anything and we can get out of it. Right? So when the students, they start questioning, then actually even a teacher also will try to learn. If you don't ask teachers, they don't learn. Because it's a human weakness that, right? Otherwise we keep saying the same thing for every year. So the questioning ability we have to inculcate into the mind of the students. So there actually the scientific innovation comes in. When you start questioning why this is happening, why not this way? So when we say that why not this way, we should have your own trials. Should have your own trials. So recently they said that there is a boy at Bangalore, a remote place, he doesn't have money even to study. So it's a true story this is. Then he has the ideas, he wants to make the drones. He could not even study, he did some intermediate and discontinued, then he joined in a BA something, then he joined in a polytechnic, so going to village and he found some place where they are all dumping all the electronic items and all. Then he started making some kind of drones and all. So he could fly the drone. Then when they had a competitions on the college level, he got some prize. Then college people, they interested in this boy. And when there was an international competition in Japan, So somehow he got a place chosen, but he doesn't have money to go. So people contributed him and they sent, and he got the worldwide, he got the second prize. Now immediately Prime Minister Narendra Modi caught him and sent him to DRDO to go and work there. So these are all the same. You don't have to have anything, everything. So if you think that you need everything, keep it aside, then we will work. That is not the science. That will not work. Start whatever it is, whatever little thing. So now this place is not very big, small rooms. So in all these photographs, preserve it. You will realize that where you have started. So how many people, maybe back then 50 people are here, then it will grow. So make this place as the vibrant. See, some people, if you give something, that will make the complete building itself vibrant. And it should make lively. Actually, don't close this building at all. I'm telling you, keep a coffee shop here, let them have a coffee and do something. We have to make it. So do something. So if you don't do anything, you know the dangerous persons for the nation, those who do not do anything. Either you do destruction or construction, you do something. Don't sit idle. Don't sit idle. I don't like this actually. Loss for the nation actually. Try to do something. See, when you start spoiling, then only you can do. See, doctor thinks that if we do something, surgery, patient will die, he will never become a doctor. Somebody should be sacrificed. Well, you break it down. So, we sacrifice a lot of animals for this process of doing research, right? We do that. See, that what I want to do is take a idea, go ahead, and the ecosystem will be provided by the university. So only thing is, see, I keep telling to my students that, so if you wanted to learn swimming, you have to jump into the water. You cannot learn on the bank of the water and then only you can jump. No, you have to jump and study for it. So yeah, so we have to make such a kind of environment, and students should also be inculcated such a kind of thing. And let's see, we are not going to give anything to the students. We are going to provide the ecosystem, environment, the students, those who can flourish and what they can incubate the ideas of. So this is what I congratulate the people, those who have initiated, and for the journey, people, those who are here for the beginning of the journey. This is, I'm seeing that one within the next 10 years, this is going to take up in a very large, it will compete with the IIT Chennai, IIT Madras. So definitely, a good building also will come successfully later in another few years. So I wish the chairman or coordinator of this one, and also the board of directors, of course, including me. So it's a best wishes for all of us to go ahead and make this as a vibrant and innovative ideas and beautiful incubation center, and it can promote the students. They will get the self-confidence, what they can do, what they can contribute to the nation, and also for their own growth and employment. I wish once again best of luck, and thank you for making this happen. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all of you. Already we shared so many things about the genesis of PUSH, but only 5% of that entire story. All of us, some of us could share, but 95% still we don't have time to share all the things.
95% maybe a sorrowful story. So we want to name, we get the glorious.
It's not like that. Yes, of course, everything is there in that. So always we project the positive thing about the center. Actually, as Madam in the beginning she said, it being started when Professor Anisha Bashir Khan was officiating Vice Chancellor, and with Dr. Anna it was started, and then Professor Gurmeet Singh, former Vice Chancellor, actually involved in this, and then he gave this building, and then the renovation, everything we started. That way it has come up to this level, and now our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Prakash is here, so he also promised a lot of things, and also in the board meeting he also promised a lot of things, how we have to take this center to the further level. So with this again, our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Prakash, we thank you, sir, for your commitment and your encouragement, and also of course, in respect of all your busy schedules. It's really, I am pleased to thank you in all the things.